Almost 2 years ago, we left it all behind for a chance at the sailing adventure of a lifetime.
It has not been smooth sailing since then, but together we are learning and laughing our way through.
Our hope is that if we laugh long enough, we can make our merry way around the world.
And this
is a Millennial Falcon.
So we're pretty sure it's one of the moving days where people are allowed to go ashore and go shopping and things. And we've just discovered that some post we had on the way is waiting for us at Spice Island Marina, the yard we were in not long ago, back around the way. So Khiara went ashore this morning to talk to customs and immigration regarding our cruising permit, which was up for renewal again. And she floated moving by them, and they seem to have less than zero care factor regarding that, as long as we did it on the moving days, which is today. So we're going to go for a sail out and around to Prickly Bay. It's unfortunately like a narrow channel to windward with a pretty belting current along the backside of the island, but that's okay. Yeah, so we're just going to go and take the long way out and around and into Prickly Bay and hopefully pick up a couple of things we've been waiting on for a week or so.
Is one of them fish?
Oh, and we're going to fish. That's right, we're going to try. We're going to try to fish, and I'm not touching the rod. Other than to instruct people on how to use the reel, I am not touching the rod because I have a black thumb. Jack.
Oh, she's losing.
When it comes to fish, I'm obviously doing something very wrong. So we're going to let someone else have a turn, see if we can't bring home the tuna.
Let's do it.
Thought we might get lucky and the reef would already be in and set. Not that we really need a reef today, but I'd rather have to shake one out and be ready for anything than to go to a full canvas and then have to drop it and drop it again. At least if I start off at one reef, the main goes up faster, it gets all set up faster, there's more margin for error in the boat for gusts. And if you need to shake it out, it's not a big deal, and if you need to put one in, it's not a big deal. And the performance drop between one reef and no reef, on this boat at least, is not really a lot. So I much prefer going out there feeling ready or half ready for whatever may come, particularly around these islands where you can sort of leave thinking, oh, it's a beautiful 12-knot day, and then you get out there or in the lee of a hill and it goes to like 25 because of a bullet or a gust really quickly. So I always basically, the status quo on the Millennial Falcon is we leave with one reef, if not two, and shake it out from there no matter what the day holds. Unless, of course, it's a total complete and utter drifter, in which case, it's anyone's guess what happens. Probably shouldn't have been leaving at all.
I scheduled with the weatherman, and he forecasted and put some blue skies up for you.
Yeah. Better than it has been. We'll see. First spreader, or the second spreader rather?
So we're giving people duties today. Claire is on anchor chain build-up duty. Whenever it starts building up on the hatch, she's going down there to whack it away so that we have enough to get the anchor chain into the boat. Sean is on main halyard hauling duties. I plan to just sit there. No. I think I'll just be on winching duties, and Adam will be on captaining duties. I'm not sure. But I just want Adam to have a nice stress-free day because he's been working really hard at the moment, and I think he deserves a nice kind of day off going for a sail. Neutral! It's a little windy, I can't really hear him. So we have been a little reluctant to move because we've gone snorkeling around this bay and our anchor has just been like smack bang under a boulder, and it's a rather large boulder. So we're a little bit intrigued as to how exactly we're going to get ourselves up from this massive boulder where our anchor is almost stuck underneath it. I hope we don't have to go down diving. Sounds like we might be stuck on the boulder. That didn't sound sound good?
Alright, forward. Now we're dragging. Forward.
We're up! Claire, you can come up! That was a little bit harder than actually, well, I didn't do anything, so that wasn't hard for me in the slightest. I just had to steer. But that actually was a little bit easier than I thought. Fishy, fishy, fishy fingers! Lovely!
Who wants the hug?
How does your bedroom smell?
Very fishy. Very, very fishy. I feel like a tuna mornay in there.
Okay, so you're looking for that ring.
Fishing day today, so we are avoiding the teensy little fishing boats that are around. It's like game.
Whack-a-mole?
No, that means that we're aiming for them. We're trying to avoid them. So we're just discussing. I've been varnishing the boat recently. It's kind of like my my little pleasure when when we've had like a few hard days of work. I'm like, yay! Can I do some varnishing? Because it's one of those jobs that's quick and easy, and you always have a win. Surely nothing can go wrong with varnishing, right? So anyway, I've just done our boom cradle, and Claire has the idea to what did she say? What was your suggestion?
Well, I said it would either be really good or really lame to put Sailing Millennial Falcon across it. But then someone else had the better idea to just put SMF.
SMF in gold writing, maybe.
Oh, not gold.
Oh no, not gold.
That's a little bit
But
pink.
gold is classic.
Maybe brass. What about brass?
I mean,
or
blue
bronze?
is so classic too.
Was that a hint that I should have blue? I think it's better than Sean's suggestion, which is those are my family pictures.
I thought we should hang Furbies. Just hang little tiny Furby dolls underneath. Could talk someone to talk to when we're sailing for like
That's
days.
true. Like those hula women.
Except they can be on a noose, like
Oh,
coolering
why?
by the. No, that's morbid. That's terrible. I've been on lockdown too long. Boat's sailing really well in other news.
Oh,
Boat's
good.
doing great. 6 knots from 12.
Yes.
She's slippery. I didn't film it, but I took a few turns out of the backstay and took a few turns into the forestay, and the helm seems nice and
Did you?
nice and light,
Ah,
which is
Very
good.
good.
So she's really good so far. 8 knots.
up to 8 knots out of 16. Yes. We still got it. Yes. There's not enough fur. We've still got it.
8.1. Oh, come on. Give me more. 8.1. Come on, you can do better than that. Don't toy with me. Don't be coy. 8.2. 3. 8.3. We got a woohoo from the front. Wow. That's cool. That's fast. 8.3 from 14, 15 knots.
Oh, yes.
That's more than 50% the
Love it.
wind speed, and we weigh 13 tons.
Would you say it has something to do with our propeller?
Yes, I would say it has a fair bit to do with the propeller. And the slippery bum. And fine helmsmaning, if I ever saw it.
I disagree with that one. I'm pretty sure I saw a jibe earlier by accident.
I was talking to her.
Also, you're towing, so let's add another knot.
You're right, we're
Add
towing.
another knot.
Yeah.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
Everybody.
Who wants to go for that?
Oh my god, no shade. No shade.
What's he doing?
We're just taking a leap over the side of his
Why
boat
literally?
in broad
Why
daylight.
literally waving his stick at you?
He's shook.
Can you do boat life?
Wow.
What about we've arrived in Brickley and now we're just going to try and find somewhere that isn't either 40 feet or 3 feet to anchor in.
So we've just arrived in back in Brickley Bay. It's a pretty good sail actually. It was a bit of an induction of fire for Claire and Sean. They have, I think the highest wind we saw was 31 knots. And there was a bit of a sea kicked up in the current just coming around the corner. It was good though, like the boat held up well, she was really slippery, really fast. I'm seriously impressed with how the boat's performing speed-wise. Not sure what to do with all the extra hands and where to put people, but all in all pretty good. So now
We're having an Italian night. And it's because we wanted to watch an Italian film, I think this started as? Or was it
That's where we
pizza?
started.
Yeah, I think at some stage we bought some wine, very Italian obviously, and I think we wanted pizza and we wanted to also watch an Italian film. So we turned out to also just turn it into a whole Italian night.
And what movie did we end up deciding on?
I don't think we actually had decided yet. That's,
Have we not?
no. I think we've actually, it's probably going to end up just being us having pizza and wine.
It's an Italian night!
And what delicious ingredients are we putting on the pizzas?
I don't know if we need to go
gourmet?
that far. We've recently been introduced to Spam because because meat hasn't really been readily available while we've been in lockdown, and so why not try some canned meat? I think he also bought some corned beef accidentally, and the only way to cover up the taste of the corned beef is to put it in some pizza. So that's what we're doing with that.
Dip it in.
Yeah,
And
to
then we
fry
won't
the
know.
crap out of it.
Cover it in cheese. It's like it never existed.
Exactly. Everything covered in cheese is good, so this is what we're doing. We just got told this morning that we can have 1 hour of exercise a day. That has been introduced back into our lives. So what we're planning this afternoon, I'll tell you what we're planning once I get the ticket. Okay, so we can finally have some exercise. Woohoo! So what we're going to do today is I need to go to Spice Island Marina, which is where we hauled our boat out a few weeks ago, and we got some parcels delivered to them. Unfortunately, we got the parcels delivered to them after we got back in the water, and so I now need to make the awkward action of going in there and sheepishly asking for my parcels when I'm not actually somebody who's in their yard at the moment. So I'm going to go do that this morning, and hopefully we can put some of those parts in that we collect. We can put some of those parts in later on this afternoon, and then yeah, we're going to go for a nice like sunset walk because we have an hour of walking. Yes, finally.
On arriving to pick up the parcel, the broker who had it seemed to have gone AWOL, and I was forced to leave empty-handed and to try again another day. The afternoon is a lot cooler now. Just on shore now,
just gonna go and have a little bit of a run actually. I haven't run for years, but because I have been doing not that much exercise on the boat other than like swimming for about 10 minutes every day, I just have a lot of energy, I guess, and I'm usually a walker, so I figured I'll release some energy and just go for a run instead. So he's hoping I don't die. I broke my legs, but that felt very good. It was like all the energy built up over the last, I can't even remember how long we've been in quarantine for. It's definitely 4 weeks. All the energy of the last over 4 weeks just came out. I reckon I am going to be very sore tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to the boat now and maybe just die for about an hour. Oh, that was good though.
So it's quarantine day
4,687.
I'm gonna say it's day 45, maybe?
I don't even know what day we are up to anymore in terms of quarantine diary.
Maybe week 3. I honestly have no idea.
We haven't done quarantine diaries, our Big Brother diary room, for about a fair few weeks now, and we're just editing the videos now, which is why we were like, these are actually quite fun.
I learned how to make banana bread and have been feeding the boat all kinds of different like treats and baked goods and cookies.
I've pretty much just focused all my energy in trying to outdo Tom Hanks.
Usually anything that I bake, people go, as soon as I stop looking. So the fact that the boat actually has like enjoyed what I've been making has been awesome.
And I think I'm almost there. Not quite there, but almost there.
I did have one error where I accidentally mistook teaspoons for tablespoons, and so we did have a small tray of muffins that very much just tasted like baking soda, but we've moved past that.
We've moved around to Prickly Bay.
I actually got to drive the boat for a while. Adam was teaching me kind of how to drive it. I actually will steer it, whatever.
I think we saw up to 32 knots of breeze and the boat handled it perfectly. She was like a duck on a pond as usual, which I was very pleased about.
But that was fun. I enjoy the days that go out to sea. I enjoy like having a little bit of variety. It's kind of amazing how much you just get into a boring routine when you don't have much in your day. So it's nice to kind of, variety is the spice of life. So even just moving from one bay to another is a nice treat for us.
Everyone's pretty happy. We're all kind of reaching like a bit of a sedate medium pace. And I think we're all bucking against it a little bit.
Our lockdown is less harsh than what it started off with.
Fortunately for us, they've sort of reinstated exercise, so you can go ashore on the moving / shopping days for an hour and a half or something.
The first day I went out running, I ran so far and so fast because I was like, freedom!
Hoping things will ease soon, but
I could really... What's going on? Is everything okay?
Monday is usually the day we find new information out, so nothing's been announced yet, although I do hear somebody listening to something upstairs.
Claire and Sean are upstairs watching our episode, and I find it really awkward when other people watch episodes, like watch us when we're like right there.
On a personal note, I know some of you actually who are probably watching sent me a really nice comment about an article that I wrote that got published by Business Chicks Australia, all about kind of the life lessons that we've learned whilst being stranded on the yacht, and thank you, your comments were beautiful and they mean a lot to me.
This whole experience has made me a little more grateful for the freedom that we did have, and that is being given back to us right now. It's something that I guess we take for granted a little bit, is our, you know, the ability to just leave our house and just go for a run or just enjoy the outside. And it's made us slow down this whole process. But it's made us also, I guess, stop and smell the roses a little more, and it's really made us, when we are allowed to have those small things back again, it's really made me appreciate them so much more. So that's definitely one good thing that's come out of this, I hope.
And for those of you playing at home, yes, I did hit my head right there when I was walking in.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young